Good morning, Ram fam, and welcome to this week's edition of the Saturday Spark, where hopefully can give you a little bit of training inspiration for your Saturday morning meeting. This week's Saturday Spark is brought to you by the 2024 edition of Management by Fire. Are you ready to participate in the most impactful in-person automotive sales training event of the year? Then Management by Fire is for you. Step up, reach out, raise your hand. Early bird pricing is ending soon, and I do not want you to miss out. All right, let's get back to the action. Earlier this week, I was speaking to one of our dealer partners. They had a record-breaking August, driven entirely by used car sales. With tightening supply and the used car market really kind of feeling flat, how did he grow it into the driver of his record month? Strong leadership. He kept his team laser focused on two things: controlling the customer conversation and, most importantly, knowing the inventory inside and out. Look, the reason why salespeople aren't pushing used cars, why they rarely do it, is because they don't want to. It's not that. It's because they don't know how to sell what they don't understand. There's a leadership gap, and it's our job to close it. If we don't make inventory knowledge a priority, our teams will naturally focus on cars because, listen, the new cars, that's the consistent push. It comes from leadership. It comes from the desk. But here's the reality. Right now, customers are looking for used cars. Why? Because used cars have the technology, the reliability, and in many cases, customers feel like they're getting a great deal over that new vehicle. Plus, you're going to sell them your great extended warranty. But the market is shifting. Prices are creeping up again, and that inventory gets tight. So now is time to take advantage of that value perception before the gap closes. Here's what we need to do to capitalize on this. Managers, make sure your team knows the inventory inside and out. If you need to do lot walks, they're not negotiable. Get out there, 30 minutes, walk the lot. It's 95 degrees in Houston. We did it here this morning. So your team needs confidence, and confidence comes from knowledge. Identify where you're light on new inventory and make those used options your go-to. For every new model with limited availability, your team should have a few pre-owned alternatives in their pocket ready to pitch. This gives them options and boosts their confidence. You're spending all this money on third-party lead providers. Let's get proactive with it. Does your team know which vehicles are priced the best on these platforms? Because they need to. Those are the ones that generate the most leads, and those are the vehicles your team should know better than anything else. Lastly, please don't forget the importance of asking for that trade. With used car prices rising and inventory tight, your customers' trades are only gaining value. Be aggressive about grabbing those trade-ins before auction prices go through the roof. Make sure the trade hook is in every conversation inside and outside of the showroom. Follow these steps consistently and persistently. You are giving your team knowledge to be confident, to take control of the conversation from first interaction. Make sure your team knows how to steer the conversation and drive those deals home. Now get out there and crush it. I'll see you next week.